Hi, this is Rachelle at Scrapcraftastic, and today I'm going to do an update and show you where I am in my reading journal. I am using a Smart Planner dot grid notebook. As far as the paper quality, I believe it is comparable to the Archer and Olive notebooks or journals. I did get a clear cover from Lauren Phelps Designs, which is why I'm holding it, because if I hold it like this, you're going to get a glare. The cover is extremely tight. I had to do some stretching, and I think it's mostly because this spine is bigger than what this cover was intended for. It is an A5 cover, and it does work. I have a little gapping still, but what I usually do when I'm not using it is place something heavy on it to help further stretch the clear plastic, poly, whatever it's made out of. And it's also kind of pulling on the elastic that closes it. I did not take this into account, the elastic. And I think there is a way to still be able to use the elastic, but I haven't looked into it yet because it wasn't that big of a deal to me. So this is what the journal looks like. And on the last video where I shared this, I did not really go through and show the features of the journal, so I will do that. And as usual with the Lauren Phelps Designs clear covers, it comes with several pockets in the front and a couple of pockets in the back, and you also have this tuck space here. This kind of limits the pocket in the back that comes on the actual journal, but it is still usable. In the front here, I have tucked the card that came with the clear cover from Lauren Phelps Designs, the thank you card. I just tucked that in here. And I will link to these Smart Planner dot grid notebooks in the description box below if you're interested. This is my reading history, I guess you would say, from Goodreads through 2021. And I just tucked that in here for now because I'm not sure where I'm going to actually put this in the journal. And then these are some of the covers for the books that I read in September. I wanted to have big covers for my pages, but I have not had a chance to actually go in and do my September pages. I may do a truncated version of September because I'm so far behind. So this journal comes with key pages. So you get 2 key pages. Now this is attached to, I think this is I'm not sure what this page is called. So this is part of the binding of the book or the structure of the book, and it is somewhat attached to this first page. So that's kind of weird, but you know, that's how books are made. So anyway, you get 2 pages of keys, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4 index pages, which is pretty good. And then you go into your dot grid. The pages are numbered on this journal, so it's easy to fill in your index. You don't have to go through and manually number your pages. I also have the September little monthly calendar that came with my Lauren Phelps Designs order. It has a Monday start calendar and a Sunday start calendar. I did not realize that before when I've received those cards. Anywho, so this is my reading tracker for 2022. There's no color. I left room to decorate. I haven't decorated anything. I just did the basics just to see if I could do it. I haven't colored in anything yet. I'll show you about my color situation in a minute. But yeah, it's ready to be filled in and colored in and decorated. So this is where I'm going to track what I read through the rest of the year each time that I listen to an audiobook or read. So I've filled in September. I've already started October, and that's pretty self-explanatory. I just kind of built it up 31 days on the, 1 through 30 or 31 as necessary. And then I'll just color in each day that I listen to an audiobook. This is my bookshelf. Again, none of this is really decorated. I'm still in the experimental phase, not sure how I want to decorate. or what I'm going to do. But this is the printout of the bookshelf that I shared in the previous video. I'm not really crazy about how this is looking. What I did was make myself a key for the colors that I would use each month. So each month of books that I've read is a different color. It's not looking very cute to me here, but and I went ahead and filled in the names or the titles of the books and colored in some of the little deco pieces that were on the shelf. It's okay, but I'm not really feeling the colors. It's the markers, I think. But I feel like if I use color pencil, then that's going to smear on this page. So I don't know. Maybe I should use highlighters, because I use Tombows for this. So maybe if I use mild liners, it would look better. I need to do a color key just to see how it would look. But this is where I'm at. So I'm going to finish it the way that it is. And I probably should have done more than one page for this, because I'm not sure that I'm going to have enough, but maybe I can just tip something in if I need to. Then this was such a headache to do because of how my books were listed on Goodreads. Sometimes I'll mark my books red from my phone. Sometimes I do it from the computer, and I'm not sure which one of them it is, but one of them doesn't automatically put in my start date and my end date for reading. So if there's no end date on some of the lists that you pull up on Goodreads, it won't show the book as read. I wasn't aware of that. Well, I may have been aware of it a long time ago, but I didn't remember it. So I kept getting different numbers of books read. And so I went through it over and over and over again. I had printed out the list that comes from Goodreads, but then I will see part of a series missing, or like book one missing. Well, how could that be possible? Because I know I read book one. So I had to do a lot of comparison back and forth to get this right. Because I printed these stickers. I'd already put them down in a particular order, and it was the wrong order. So what I did was just go back and number them with a small little number so that I would know what order they were in. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. I'm a stickler for things like that. So I want it to be accurate. So, and then here are the other books, and then placeholders for the rest of the books that I read. Well, I've started putting the placeholders. So hopefully this is the complete list. I still ended up with one book that should have been numbered up in here somewhere, and it's not. So I decided, okay, Rachelle, it's time to let it go, let it go, let it go. Because I spent hours, I'm telling you, trying to decipher what order these books were in and what books were missing. So at least I have all the books here. So this is everything for 2022. I have left a space here to kind of title this page. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. And I also left plenty of space down here. Or maybe I changed it to 50 books. I think I changed it to 50 books. So I put 100 spaces here, but I think I'm only going to do 50 books. I'm sure I'll end up going over that though. We'll see. And then I didn't leave any more pages either. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, this, again, very simple, plain, hand lettered. I, again, attempted to list all of the books that I read for the year so far, or listen to. When I say read, I mean listen to, because I don't usually do ebooks or physical books anymore. I usually mostly do all audiobooks. So this gives the title of the book, the series, the author, and the name. And I also want to track the series that I read, but I don't know how to do that, because I'm feeling like if I do a page or two or three with the series name and then the number of books in the series, you know, if it's an ongoing series, I don't know how to keep track of that. So I have to think on that a little bit more. But these are the red dates, the end dates. So I did this from the beginning of the year through August. So ideally, I should be starting September here. We're already in October. So I don't know if I'm just going to continue on with this list I think I'm definitely going to decorate for September. I got to do something. So September will start here. I will do a title page or intro page and figure out how I want the rest of this to flow for September. If I'm going to do a page per book, I might do half a page per book for September. I think that would probably be best. So other than that, the only other thing I have here is my color key. So I went through and found Tombow markers that I felt were light enough to like color in the bookshelf, even though it came out a lot darker than I anticipated. And I wrote down the number of the Tombow markers that I'll be using for each month. So for October, I'm using the 850 to fill in on the days that I've read. So that is where I am with the reading journal. I've made a little progress, but not a whole lot. And I really need to buckle down and get into this. So yeah, I have made a start. I just kind of got hung up for days and hours working on these covers and getting all of this organized. So hopefully now I can focus on setting up September, getting through September, and jumping into October. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you may be interested in these other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.